Daily horoscope analysis for Gemini, May 18th, 2025. Hello, Gemini. Today's celestial blueprint reveals a fascinating day ahead for you as we look at May 18th, 2025. This is going to be a day where your natural duality comes into sharp focus, bringing both challenges and opportunities uniquely suited to your mercurial nature. The cosmic stage is set with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a stimulating trine with Jupiter, the planet of expansion. This creates an intellectual playground for your curious mind. Ideas will flow with remarkable ease today, and your already impressive communication skills receive a significant boost. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch that idea, share your thoughts, or have an important conversation, the universe is practically handing you a microphone. The moon in Aquarius today further amplifies your air sign energy, creating a perfect atmosphere for social connections and innovative thinking. There's a revolutionary quality to your thoughts today. You might surprise even yourself with the originality of your ideas. This is not a day to think inside any boxes. Your mind wants to explore uncharted territories. In your personal relationships, this alignment creates an interesting dynamic. Your natural charm is enhanced, but there's also a deeper current running beneath your social interactions. Conversations have the potential to go beyond the surface level, revealing insights about yourself and others that might have remained hidden otherwise. For those Geminis in relationships, this is an excellent day to engage in meaningful dialogue with your partner about future aspirations. Single Geminis might find themselves attracted to someone who stimulates them intellectually. A meeting of minds could very well precede a meeting of hearts. Your professional sphere benefits tremendously from today's planetary positions. Your ability to multitask, already one of your strong suits, is operating at peak efficiency. You can juggle multiple projects with unusual dexterity, though be cautious not to take on more than you can realistically handle. Your colleagues and superiors will likely be impressed by your quick thinking and innovative solutions. If you're in a creative field, expect a surge of inspiration that could lead to breakthrough work. Financially, today brings interesting opportunities, particularly in areas related to communication, technology, or short-term investments. Your intuition about financial matters is heightened, but the dual nature of your sign is also at play here. Part of you may want to take risks, while another part urges caution. Finding balance between these impulses will be key. Consider consulting with a trusted advisor before making significant financial commitments. Health-wise, the energy of the day affects you primarily in the nervous system. Your mind is exceptionally active, which can be both invigorating and potentially draining if not managed properly. Breathing exercises would be particularly beneficial today, helping to center your scattered energies. Pay attention to your lungs and shoulders areas, traditionally associated with Gemini in medical astrology. Activities that combine mental stimulation with physical movement, such as dance or certain yoga practices, would be especially beneficial. The morning hours offer your peak mental clarity. This is the ideal time to tackle complex problems or engage in creative work that requires your full intellectual capacity. As the day progresses, you might notice your attention becoming more diffuse. This isn't necessarily negative, as it allows for connections between seemingly unrelated concepts, one of your special gifts. Around midday, a square between the moon and Uranus could bring unexpected disruptions or surprising news. Your adaptability serves you well here, while others might be thrown off balance. You're able to pivot and potentially even find advantage in changed circumstances. Your natural ability to see multiple perspectives allows you to navigate these shifts with relative ease. The afternoon brings a softer energy as Venus aspects Neptune, adding a dreamy quality to your interactions. This is an excellent time for artistic pursuits or for connecting with others on an emotional level. Your usual intellectual approach is infused with unusual empathy and intuition. Pay attention to subtle cues in conversations. Your capacity to read between the lines is enhanced. As evening approaches, Mars in Taurus forms a challenging aspect to your sun sign. This might manifest as frustration if things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. Your mental energy remains high, while the physical world seems to operate at a slower pace than you prefer. Channel this tension constructively, perhaps through writing, problem solving, or strategic planning for future initiatives. A particularly interesting feature of today's chart for you, Gemini, is the position of the North Node in your communication sector. This suggests that the conversations and connections you form today carry special significance for your longer-term path. Pay attention to seemingly casual exchanges. They may contain important clues or opportunities that will develop more fully in the coming months. Your traditionally lucky color of yellow is especially powerful for you today, particularly shades that incorporate a touch of electric blue. This combination helps to ground your mental energy while still encouraging innovative thinking. Carrying or wearing citrine might help you maintain focus amid the day's scattered energies. Numerologically, today resonates with the number 5 for you, the number of change, freedom, and adaptability, all themes that align perfectly with your Gemini nature. This reinforces the day's potential for exciting developments and unexpected opportunities. As a final note, remember that your greatest strength today lies in your mental agility and communicative abilities. While the energy is primarily intellectual, don't neglect the wisdom of your body. Taking short breaks to move physically helps integrate your brilliant insights and prevents the mental burnout that can sometimes affect your sign. Your mantra for today might be, I channel my curious mind toward meaningful discoveries, finding unity within my duality. This acknowledgement of your natural twin nature helps you harness its power rather than feeling pulled in opposite directions. Overall, May 18th, 2025, offers you a day of exceptional mental clarity, enhanced communication, and important connections. The seeds planted in conversations today may bloom into significant developments later in the year. Trust your natural adaptability and embrace the intellectual adventures that await you. The stars are speaking your language today, Gemini, and they have fascinating things to say. On May 18, 2025, Gemini finds themselves under a fascinating planetary arrangement that strongly influences your mental acuity and communication patterns. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Taurus, creating an interesting tension between your naturally quick-moving thoughts and a more grounded, methodical approach to communication. This placement encourages you to slow down and give weight to your words, making this an excellent day for important conversations that require substance rather than just clever repartee. Mercury forms a favorable trine with Pluto in Capricorn, deepening your perceptive abilities and allowing you to see beyond surface appearances in both conversations and situations. This planetary aspect grants you almost detective-like insights, particularly useful for research, investigation, or getting to the heart of complex matters. The Sun, still in late Taurus but approaching your sign, creates a sense of anticipation and building energy. You're in the final phase before your solar return, making this a time of completion and preparation rather than new beginnings. The Moon in Scorpio on this day forms an opposition to your sign, creating emotional intensity in your interactions with others. This position heightens your sensitivity to others' motives and creates a magnetic pull toward deeper emotional exchanges rather than superficial chit-chat. Venus, positioned in Aries, activates your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations, bringing unexpected social opportunities through digital platforms and group settings. Its square to Saturn suggests that some networking efforts may require perseverance and breaking through initial resistance. Mars in Cáncer occupies your 2nd house of resources and values, energizing financial matters, but also potentially triggering impulsiveness with resources. This placement requires careful management of both material and emotional resources. Jupiter in Gemini, a particularly fortunate placement, continues to expand your personal horizons, self-expression, and opportunities for growth. This transit, which happens only once every 12 years, amplifies your natural gifts and creates a cosmic spotlight on your endeavors. Saturn in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sign, creating tension between your logical approach and more intuitive ways of processing information. This aspect tests your ability to balance rational thinking with emotional intelligence. Uranus in Taurus continues its slow revolution through your 12th house of the subconscious, occasionally triggering unexpected insights and revelations about patterns you weren't previously aware of. This placement can bring surprising dreams and intuitive flashes on the 18th. Neptune in Aries has recently changed signs, initiating a new cycle of idealism around your social groups and collective aspirations. This placement can inspire visionary thinking about your community contributions, though with Neptune's foggy influence, discernment remains essential. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, forms a supportive air trine with your sign, empowering your communication and intellectual pursuits with transformative potential. This aspect particularly enhances your ability to advocate for progressive causes and share ideas that catalyze change. The North Node in Pisces suggests your growth path involves developing more comfort with ambiguity and intuitive understanding, a challenge for your analytically oriented sign. Pay particular attention to Mercury's aspects on this day, as your ruling planet's connections to other celestial bodies directly impact your cognitive functions and communication effectiveness. Mercury's sextile to Neptune enhances your creative thinking, while its square to Jupiter cautions against overcommitment or exaggeration. The overall planetary picture suggests a day where your mental energy is strong, but requires direction and discipline. Your typical Gemini adaptability is somewhat tempered by earthy influences, creating possibilities for more sustained focus and practical application of your ideas. With Mercury forming a stimulating sextile with Jupiter on May 18, 2025, your words carry additional weight and influence. Your thoughts flow with remarkable clarity, enabling you to articulate complex ideas with ease. The Sun at 28 degrees Taurus, just days away from entering your sign, casts a spotlight on your pre-verbal thoughts and inspirations. This is the perfect day to transform intuitive understanding into coherent expression. Those half-formed ideas simmering in your subconscious are ready to emerge. The Moon in analytical Virgo enhances your attention to detail in communication, allowing you to notice subtleties in both your expression and others' responses. This lunar influence brings a grounding effect to your naturally mercurial communication style, helping you maintain focus during important conversations. Mercury's approaching conjunction with Venus amplifies the charm and diplomacy in your words. Your ability to phrase difficult messages in palatable ways is heightened, making this an excellent day for negotiations or smoothing over past misunderstandings. With Mars transiting through your third house of communication, there's an added layer of assertiveness to your expression. This energetic boost helps you advocate for yourself effectively, but could lead to unnecessarily pointed exchanges if not channeled constructively. Neptune's trine to Mercury enhances your imaginative expression. Creative writing, artistic communication, and intuitive exchanges benefit from this dreamy aspect. Trust the metaphors and analogies that come to mind. They carry deeper meaning than might initially appear. Saturn's position reminds you to bring structure to your communication. While you typically excel at generating ideas, today's influence helps you organize thoughts into coherent frameworks that others can easily follow. Uranus brings unexpected communication opportunities through digital channels. Stay alert for messages that arrive through unusual platforms or surprising sources. Your ability to adapt your communication style across different mediums serves you well under this influence. Jupiter's harmonious aspect with Mercury expands your perspective, allowing you to see multiple sides of any discussion. Use this multidimensional thinking to mediate conflicts or propose innovative solutions. Pluto's transformative energy touches your communication sphere, potentially bringing deep, meaningful conversations that reveal hidden truths. Don't shy away from these profound exchanges, They contain potential for significant personal growth. The approaching Gemini season adds a building resonance to your natural communication gifts. You may feel an increasing urge to express thoughts you've been keeping to yourself, the universe's way of preparing you for your personal new year. Chiron's position suggests healing through expression today. Words that have been difficult to speak may find their way to the surface, bringing therapeutic release. This aspect supports conversations related to past wounds, especially those involving siblings or early education experiences. Venus adds a layer of artistic expression to your communication style. You'll find that aesthetics matter more today, the presentation of your ideas, visual aids, even your tone and cadence carry added significance. The Mercury-Pluto aspect encourages depth rather than breadth in your exchanges. While you typically excel at covering many topics rapidly, today you'll derive more satisfaction from exploring fewer subjects with greater thoroughness. The Sun's final days in your 12th house bring awareness to how unspoken thoughts influence your communication. Pay attention to what you're not saying as much as what you are. Jupiter's expansive energy boosts your social communication. Group conversations, community forums, and public speaking all benefit from this aspect. Your ability to read the room and adjust your message accordingly is heightened, making this an excellent day for collaborative brainstorming. With Uranus forming a quintile to Mercury, unexpected flashes of insight punctuate your thinking and speech. These moments of brilliance might arrive mid-sentence, so keep a method of recording ideas handy. Mercury's sextile with Saturn provides structure to your flowing ideas. You'll find it easier to organize your thoughts into logical sequences, making this an ideal time for writing projects requiring careful organization. Pallas Athena enhances your strategic communication skills. You'll instinctively know when to speak, when to listen, and how to phrase your contributions for maximum impact. Your natural gift for code switching between different communication styles is especially pronounced today. You'll effortlessly adapt your language and examples to suit different audiences. This ability serves you well in situations requiring you to bridge diverse groups or translate complex information. Mercury's aspect with the fixed star Algol suggests being mindful of communication that might inadvertently stir up intense emotions. Your words carry particular power today, especially when discussing sensitive topics. With Mercury harmonizing with Venus, your persuasive powers are enhanced. You'll find it easier than usual to win others to your viewpoint through charm and logical presentation. Today's lunar phase creates receptivity that makes this an ideal time to introduce new ideas or revisit concepts previously met with resistance. Your timing in communication matters as much as your content. Neptune brings a poetic quality to your expression. Metaphors, analogies, and symbolic language come naturally, adding layers of meaning to your communication. This dreamy aspect particularly enhances creative writing and therapeutic conversations. Venus highlights the social impact of your words. You'll notice that what you say creates ripples in your social circles, potentially bringing new connections or strengthening existing ones. Today's Mercury-Saturn aspect brings attention to communication boundaries. You'll notice an increased ability to establish healthy limits, knowing when to end discussions, how to redirect unproductive dialogues, and when to decline communication that drains your energy. Pluto's retrograde adds a revisiting quality to significant conversations. You may find yourself discussing topics that seemed resolved months ago, but with new insights that transform the outcome. Mercury's aspect to Chiron offers healing potential in speaking truths you've previously kept silent. The very words that seem most difficult to express may be exactly what's needed for personal liberation. The mercurial influence on your 5th house highlights creative communication. Storytelling, performance-based expression, and playful wordplay all receive cosmic support. Children or childlike audiences may be particularly receptive to your messages today. Mercury-Uranus suggests unexpected communication breakthroughs. The solution to a persistent misunderstanding may suddenly become clear, or you might discover an innovative way to express a concept you've struggled to convey. The part of fortune suggests your most fortunate exchanges today will involve written rather than spoken words. Today's Mercury-Neptune sextile brings intuitive dimensions to your typically rational communication style. You may find yourself knowing what someone will say before they speak, or having exactly the right response ready without conscious preparation. Trust these intuitive prompts. Mercury's relationship with Jupiter expands your vocabulary and conceptual range, helping you reach for more precise terms or explore broader contexts. Black Moon Lilith highlights repressed topics that seek expression. You may find yourself drawn to discussions that challenge social norms or reveal uncomfortable truths. The Mercury-Mars trine energizes your verbal delivery. Your words carry additional force and conviction, making this an excellent day for motivational speaking or communications requiring passion and enthusiasm. Pay attention to nonverbal communication today. Body language, facial expressions, and energetic exchanges speak volumes, sometimes contradicting verbal messages. Your sensitivity to these subtle cues helps you navigate complex social situations with awareness. Mercury's aspect with Saturn brings attention to communication responsibilities. You may be called upon to speak for others or document important information. Your words today may be referenced long after they're spoken. With Jupiter influencing your third house, educational exchanges receive cosmic support. You'll excel at teaching, explaining complex concepts, or making specialized knowledge accessible to beginners. This expansive energy enhances cross-disciplinary discussions where you can connect diverse fields of knowledge. The Virgo moon trine to Mercury helps translate abstract concepts into actionable steps, making this an excellent day for instructional communication. On May 18, 2025, Gemini natives find themselves at an interesting financial crossroads as Mercury, your planetary ruler, forms a productive trine aspect with Jupiter in your 11th house of networks and long-term aspirations. This celestial alignment opens unexpected channels for monetary gain through connections you've established in recent months. The stars suggest that casual conversations may unexpectedly turn into profitable ventures today. The morning hours show particular promise as the moon in Virgo illuminates your fourth house of home and foundations, suggesting potential financial opportunities connected to real estate, family resources, or home-based business initiatives. Consider revisiting a property investment or home improvement project that could increase your asset value long-term. A family member may approach you with surprising financial information or an opportunity worth exploring. By midday, Venus in Gemini forms a challenging square with Saturn in Pisces, creating some tension between your personal financial desires and restrictions from authority figures or financial institutions. This isn't ideal timing for loan applications or asking for raises, as bureaucratic obstacles may emerge. Instead, focus on organizing your existing resources and creating more efficient systems for tracking expenses. The Venus-Saturn square asks you to be more disciplined with your spending patterns rather than seeking external financing today. Your financial communication skills are exceptionally sharp as Mercury in Taurus occupies your 12th house, forming a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. This aspect grants you remarkable insight into hidden financial opportunities and the ability to negotiate behind the scenes. Trust your intuition about investments that others might overlook. Research conducted today could reveal valuable information about undervalued assets or investment opportunities that haven't yet become mainstream. The afternoon aspects favor collaborative financial ventures as Mars in Cáncer activates your second house of personal resources and income. You might receive an unexpected offer to join forces with someone on a potentially lucrative project. While your dual nature often prefers keeping options open, today's energy supports committing to financial partnerships that allow for mutual growth. Look for arrangements where your communication skills and adaptability can be monetized alongside someone with complementary resources. Venus in your sign enhances your ability to attract financial opportunities through personal charm and networking. With Venus forming a harmonious trine to Neptune in Pisces in your 10th house of career and public reputation, creative financial solutions present themselves, particularly in industries related to media, entertainment, technology, or communications. This aspect suggests that presenting yourself authentically could lead to unexpected monetary rewards or recognition that eventually translates to improved income. Jupiter's position in your 11th house indicates that financial growth today comes through community connections rather than solo ventures. Consider participating in group investment opportunities, crowdfunding initiatives, or collaborative business models. A friend or acquaintance from a professional organization may present an investment opportunity that aligns perfectly with your skills and resources. As the Sun in Taurus nears the end of its transit through your 12th house, you're completing a cycle of financial reflection before entering a more active money manifestation period when the Sun enters your sign. Use today to finalize any financial planning or budgeting that you've been contemplating over the past few weeks. The insights gained during this introspective period will serve you well when you need to take decisive financial action next week. Pay particular attention to unusual money opportunities that emerge from unexpected sources today. With Uranus in Taurus forming a conjunction with Mercury in your 12th house, financial insights may come through dreams, meditation, or seemingly random encounters. Your subconscious is processing financial information in powerful ways, potentially leading to breakthroughs in how you approach wealth building. The North Node in Aries activating your 11th house suggests that financial growth comes through embracing innovative approaches and being first to adopt emerging trends. Consider technologies or investment vehicles that feel slightly outside your comfort zone but align with future economic patterns. The nodal influence suggests that calculated financial risks taken today could have positive long-term implications for your wealth-building journey. Evening hours bring a shift as the moon moves into your 5th house of creativity and speculation. A speculative investment opportunity might present itself, but proceed with caution and thorough research before committing resources. While your Gemini adaptability allows you to pivot quickly, today's evening aspects suggest that measured, calculated approaches to financial risk will yield better results than impulsive decisions. Neptune's position in Pisces in your 10th house of career and public standing creates some financial uncertainty regarding long-term professional goals. You may feel torn between practical money-making ventures and more meaningful work that aligns with your values but offers less immediate compensation. Today's aspects suggest finding middle ground by identifying ways to monetize your authentic gifts while maintaining financial stability. Pluto in Aquarius forms a supportive aspect to your financial sector, indicating that power dynamics around money may shift in your favor. This could manifest as debt forgiveness, restructured payment terms, or discovering tax advantages you weren't previously aware of. Don't hesitate to consult financial experts today, as their specialized knowledge could unlock substantial savings or opportunities. The asteroid palace in Cáncer activates strategic thinking around your personal resources. You'll find yourself developing clever approaches to increasing your income or protecting your assets. This influence supports creating financial contingency plans or diversification strategies that guard against market volatility while positioning you for growth. Your financial communication needs particular attention today. With Mercury as your ruling planet forming complex aspects, the way you discuss money matters significantly impacts outcomes. Avoid discussing financial details with gossip-prone individuals, as information shared today could quickly spread beyond your intended audience. Instead, reserve financial conversations for trusted advisors and potential collaborators who have demonstrated discretion. As a Gemini on May 18, 2025, your most fortunate areas emerge through a powerful celestial alignment supporting your intellectual gifts and communication skills. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, opening exceptional channels for idea exchange and mental expansion. This creates a golden opportunity to express ideas that have been percolating in your subconscious. The universe is literally rewiring your neural pathways today to facilitate breakthrough thinking. Educational pursuits are especially favored, whether formal studies or self-directed learning. This alignment perfects in your third house of communication, amplifying your already considerable verbal gifts. Your words carry extra weight and magnetic pull today, making this an excellent time for important conversations, presentations, or writing projects that require persuasive skill. Venus in your financial sector forms a supportive aspect to Neptune, bringing fortunate developments through creative collaborations. Your intuitive grasp of what others value gives you a distinct advantage in negotiations or value exchanges. Social connections become pathways to opportunity, particularly those made through intellectual or educational circles. Someone you meet casually could introduce concepts that dramatically expand your worldview or connect you to resources that advance your goals. Technology-related ventures receive cosmic support, especially those involving information sharing, app development, or digital communication platforms. Local travel brings unexpected but welcome developments. Even a short journey could place you in exactly the right place at the right time. The moon in Aquarius illuminates your ninth house of exploration, making you a magnet for progressive ideas and global connections. Knowledge-sharing activities create ripple effects extending far beyond what you might anticipate. Your natural adaptability allows you to recognize and seize opportunities that others might miss. Areas related to language, translation, teaching, or broadcasting hold special promise. Publishing ventures, whether online content, traditional media, or academic work, receive cosmic amplification. Networking activities yield particularly fertile results when approached with authentic curiosity rather than strategic calculation. Your intellectual versatility becomes your greatest asset today. The ability to make unexpected connections between seemingly disparate fields gives you unique insights that others value highly. Pay attention to chance encounters and synchronistic events around midday, when the moon forms a favorable aspect to Mercury, creating moments of alignment between your intuition and intellect. The universe speaks through coincidences today,